Hey there, welcome to Tuesday Tips, where we talk things coaching. Whether you are trying to figure out what is this thing called coaching, or you're a coach, or maybe even a leader who would like to use coaching in your leadership style, what I like to do is hop on Tuesday afternoons and explore one element of coaching to just challenge you a little bit in the way that you're thinking about it, the way that you're using it. And normally, our Tuesday tips highlight something that is in alignment with our Star Coach show that comes out on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, there is a new Star Coach episode. I'm Meg Rentschler. I am the host of the Star Coach Show. Delighted to be here with you. And today we're going to be talking about what is it about coaching that enhances trust, helps us reach our goals and grow. What's different about coaching than other helping conversations? And how can we lean into the value proposition that coaching offers? Now, before we dive into these helpful tips this Tuesday, I would invite you to please follow me or subscribe wherever you are watching this. If you're on our YouTube channel, oh my goodness, you're going to want to be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because that is where you're going to get golden nuggets of the best excerpts of our interviews, where the live show goes out every Wednesday, and just ways to grow and build your strategies, tools, and resources for being the best coach you can be, leaders using coaching, whatever it is around coaching, we're going to get that at the YouTube channel. So let's take a minute to hop into this concept of the conversation, the helping conversation called coaching. So coaching is often confused with other kinds of helping conversations like mentoring or teaching or even consulting or managing. What we're looking at when we're looking at how does the coaching relationship help a client build trust, meet their goals, and continue to grow and stretch, we're thinking about the umbrella of a process of helping the client move towards self-directed, self-determined change. Now, how does that happen versus these other kinds of conversations? This is one of the things that I can't stress strongly enough. Every kind of helping conversation is a helpful conversation. It's a useful conversation. So, even though I'm talking right now about what does coaching bring forward, that doesn't diminish the importance of a consulting conversation, a managing conversation, a mentoring conversation, teaching, therapy, law. I mean, there's many different kinds of helpful and useful helping conversations. And what we're going to talk about today is what is the value that a coaching conversation brings forward. So, as a coach instructor and a mentor coach, one of the things that I see with the coaches that I work with to build their businesses, we focus on this a lot in the Star Coach community, is how do we set the stage for success in coaching? And instead of focusing on all the things that coaching is not, like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, I'm not going to direct you, I'm not going to do this, that, or the other thing. It's like, no, let's not focus on the not, because there is an incredible power to the coaching conversation in that when I, as your coach, can partner with you to get the clarity you desire for what you want to determine for yourself, how you want to direct yourself forward. Does that mean that I'm just on the side as a question asking machine and I don't at all have, insights, awareness, intuition to share? Of course I do. Do I have resources for my clients? Of course I do. However, it is about leaning into the collaboration. This coach client relationship is built on being collaborative, on being curious, on challenging my client to think through what are their expectations for themselves, for our relationship, for where they want to get. What is the roadmap that we're going to set together to help our clients achieve what it is? And that roadmap is probably different for every client because every client is unique and whole and creative on their own. So when we think about the difference between me consulting, kind of coming in, looking at the situation, diagnosing in a way, looking at what's wrong with that, making a plan for you. This is what needs to happen to fix that. That's very needed in some conversations, in some situations. However, in the coaching conversation, one of the values that we offer is that it is a collaborative relationship. One of my favorite mentors, an early on guest of the Star Coach Show, Allison Hendren, who is a master certified coach, will say, you go faster, further, with more clarity working with a coach than trying to figure everything out on your own. So that collaboration in this invited synergy of the relationship is a key value proposition of the coaching conversation. When we collaborate, it builds trust. There is an element in a coaching relationship where I trust and respect you as my client. And hopefully that respect and trust is a two-way street. We set the stage for that through actively listening, curiosity, believing in the strength and power of our clients. So when I am listening to coach conversations, which I do as a mentor and as a coach instructor, I will sometimes hear trust lacking in the relationship, not so much in the client not trusting the coach, but when the coach is trying to direct the client towards their solution with convoluted questions, with, sort of pushing in one direction. That's not trusting that the client is going to be able to harvest the best solution for themselves. So, this collaborative relationship that builds trust is about believing that our clients really are whole and resourceful. Does that mean that they sometimes are overwhelmed and blocked and uncertain? Absolutely. That's where the power of the collaborative relationship comes in to help them uncover the gook that they're feeling, the sometimes stress, sometimes confusion, all those things. Having somebody who's solidly walking next to you and exploring things to help you get things out of the way is a beautiful aspect of the coaching partnership. The third element that I want to talk about, in addition to being collaborative and based on trust and mutual respect, is that the coaching conversation is empowering. When we are in this mutually respectful relationship built on trust, accountability, getting feedback, and exploring with one another, what this does, when I truly trust that my clients are not broken, they don't need to be fixed, I don't have the solution for them, but we certainly can collaborate towards that solution together. What that does is that avoids a codependent relationship. My clients don't look to me to fix them because my clients aren't broken. My clients do look to me to have those conversations that get their thinking going, that help remove the barriers that are in the way towards them creating the solutions that they need to for themselves. That, yes, we'll talk about resources, we'll talk about things that come up for me, but it's primarily what is the lens that the client is looking through, and how can we help that expand and get clearer and clearer so that they can make good choices for themselves. One of the things that I talk to leaders and to coaches, but to leaders who are using coaching as a leadership style, is that when we, through our conversations, through being a coach leader, through being a coach, we can explore and expand the way that people are looking at things. And what that does is it stops learned helplessness, that I can't move forward unless you tell me what to do, that I am so concerned about not saying it perfectly, I won't say anything at all. When we fall into this place of being overly corrective, that people have to do things just the way we want them to do things, not looking at the fact that there's many paths to get to the same destination. If a tree falls down on your regular path to the post office, you're going to come up with another path to get to the post office, and you're still going to end up at the post office. So the same thing is often the case for our clients. How can we enable them and empower them to explore the many different paths to their destination? What that does is that strengthens their belief in themselves. It strengthens their innate abilities. It encourages them to try new things and to explore. And that is incredibly powerful. And it's quite the gift that coaching gives. So this coach client partnership is exactly that. The coach is not the expert and the client just there to be fixed. The value proposition of coaching is that it is a collaborative, trusting, respectful partnership that challenges the client to expand their awareness, to look at things through many different angles and perspectives, to determine what's right for them, and to have a coach at their side to both support and challenge them. And ultimately, all of this kind of relationship is enhanced when we have balance and appropriate boundaries. That is what I'm talking about in tomorrow's show. So the show that goes live tomorrow at starcoachshow.com, at the YouTube channel on it's actually already on the YouTube channel at Star Coach Show, because I've already done the live event. It's all about how we balance boundaries and the way that we ask questions and invite somebody into their solutioning, and what that does for trust and safety. So I hope that you're following the show wherever you get your podcasts. We have been repeatedly noted as one of the best coaching podcasts out there. And I hope that you are following us, learning from us. Leave a comment about how this concept of the coach-client partnership, about trust and goals and growth, because when we can help people get really clear about what's important to them, they're more likely to meet those goals and they're more likely to grow. We talk about that again tomorrow in the Star Coach Show, so please join us. And until next week, this is Meg Rentschler wishing you the very best. Have an awesome week.